There is Jesus of Nazareth, the teacher.
Look at all the people who have come to hear him.
I tell you, there is great joy in heaven when a sinner comes back to God our Father.
So tell me, my friend, what does Jesus know about heaven? They say he welcomes sinners to his table, and he even eats with them.
Yes, I'm not quite sure what kind of teacher he really is.
Master, teacher, please tell us a story about God and how much God loves us.
Very well. Listen carefully. A man had 2 sons. One day, the younger son said to his father, "Father, give me the share of your property that should come to me." The father thought it over. Then he divided his property between his 2 sons, giving his younger son his share. A few days later, the younger son packed up his things and left home. He went to a country far away where he spent all his money partying with his friends.
Wow, look at all this money to spend. What a good time we are going to have.
He spent his money foolishly on all kinds of things he didn't need. And he partied with his friends night after night until he ran out of money. He was penniless, his friends left him, and he was alone in that faraway country. All alone. At that time, there was a shortage of food. He was hungry, and there was nothing to eat. He got a job taking care of pigs for a local farmer. He was so hungry, he wanted to eat the pig's food. But the farmer wouldn't give him any.
Here I am, working like a slave and dying of hunger, while the servants in my father's house have all the food they want. I'm going to get up and go to my father and tell him, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I don't deserve to be called your son anymore. Treat me like one of your servants."
So he decided to go home, back to his father. It was a long, difficult journey, and on the way he practiced what he would say to his father. While he was still a long way off, his father saw him, and his heart was filled with joy. He ran to his son to hug him and kiss him.
"Father, I don't deserve to be called your son anymore."
Quick, take out a robe, the best one, and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and shoes on his feet. Get the calf that has been fattened up and prepare it for a feast. Let's celebrate. This is a day of joy and happiness, because my son was dead and has come back to life again. He was lost, but now has been found.
Believe me, when one sinner comes back to the Father, the joy of God's angels is as great as this, because our God loves us very much.
Father, how can you have a party for this good-for-nothing son of yours who wasted your money? For years, I have worked very hard for you, and yet, in all this time, you never threw a big party for me. How can you do this for him? It's not fair.
My son, you are with me all the time. Everything I have is yours. But we have to celebrate because your brother was lost and has been found. He was dead and has come back to life.
What do you think of this story? Have any of you ever run away like the younger son? What do you think the older son did? God is always ready to welcome sinners and is happy because they have come back to him. God loves us so much, He will always forgive us.